Who could forget May 18th, 2024, Tyson Fury versus Usyk right here at the Kingdom Arena. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Jesse Rodriguez. And he'll be taking on Chocolatito. Chocolatito making his way to...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from San Antonio, Texas, introducing the 2-division champion of the world, Jesse Bam Rodriguez. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Managua, Nicaragua, here is a legendary 4-division champion.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You know, look at the stars.
Right. And there's the bell to start round 1. Good-looking jab. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Ooh, look at that left jab. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
Just see the nerves on the fight stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look at the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Right uppercut just off target. They're both trying for a knockout. On that headshot. Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
I need to see that again.
I can't believe it. They are giving up. So there you have it. It is official. The weather couldn't be more perfect. Sunny skies as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was...
The gentleman of... The...
This battle...
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses because we're fighting outside, and what a main event. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Well, this won't sit well with their opponent. Ooh, that really affected Floyd there. How are they still standing?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Good-looking hook, but it was blocked. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. These two fought for the heavyweight title back in the 70s. Ali punishing Patterson, who was forced to retire with an eye injury.
There's many ways to be the fighter. You step in the ring, and you know it's your divine right to be there. Your divine right to be the best. Ali was the best at it. He could either intimidate you or talk you out of believing in yourself. And that was what he did with Floyd.
Whoa, Johnny, out of nowhere, look at this. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. Catch and shoot. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Oh, that got Patterson off kilter. From this moment forward... Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round. Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice defense on that jab. Good defense there on the left uppercut. How about that time counter shot? This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Oh, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Straight right just misses. Misses with the straight left. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. That bell could not have...
Come on, switch it up.
Let's get it started in round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Solid punch. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Good counter punching. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Punch, counter punch. Whoa, wait a minute. Patterson's rocked. See a knockdown.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
There's the bell to start round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He misses with that straight left. The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Patterson's dazed. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
I guess Showboat. Did you see that? Patterson took that one in a bad way. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. At this point, you got to believe. On to the 5th we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Do you believe what we're seeing? What do you you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
The greatest! Muhammad Ali is down! Do you believe it? One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Whoa, wait a minute! Oh, that got Patterson off kilter. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response.
There's the bell for round 6. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Trying to land that jab. Is he going to punch himself out, though? There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
The stamina is off the charts. Through the straight left, but it won't score. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. You'd like to see more jabs. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Down big time on the score.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away.
There's the bell to start round 7. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him up. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. The stamina is off the charts. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes on a belly of the ring with fighters like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Both men step back for just a moment. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond.
Switch on.
There's the bell to start round 8. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Well done with that counter shot. We both know who the bigger power... Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know what sort of character.
Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. No surprise there, a unanimous Welcome to what many consider to be the new home for boxing. We are in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. So here comes Saul Alvarez, nicknamed Canelo, which translates to cinnamon. He got that nickname because of the freckles on his face and the color of his hair. It's Sugar Ray.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from what?
What a pleasure it is to be here. And there's the bell to start round 1. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hit doesn't score. That counter punch caught him clean. And he scores with the counter. How about that time counter shot? That left hook won't score. They exchange punches. Missing with the hook. Beautiful counter shot. Catch and shoot. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Wasn't ready for that counter punch. We wanted action, and they are delivering. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Relax now. You're way better than this guy. You're way better. Come on, you'll take him out. He's ready to go.
Here we go. It's round 2. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Just missing with the right uppercut. A perfect counter shot. Oh, that punch. Nice counter shot. Apparently hitting his opponent in the face isn't enough. He wants to rub it in. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. finish you. All three judges. Let's get it started in round 3. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
The courage on display here is incredible. There's a counter shot. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Counter punches have to hurt. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
It's all offense all the time. They stop the hook there. Punch. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Sugar Ray is down!
I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
His stamina is off the charts. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
I've got to see that again.
Talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Well, this fighter has been down twice. They've got to up their game here. On Into the fifth we go. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that? That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Nice counter. It's bombs away. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
That jab won't score. So close to that uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
We've let him back into this.
This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Swing and a miss with that hook. Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Right hook misses. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Beautiful counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is...
Here comes round 7. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. The straight right just misses. Can't find a home for that jab. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pop areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Well done with that counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Round 8, and we're off again. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. You've seen a... Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
So time to go celebrate that.